All right, welcome back. We've gone over some of the keyboard shortcuts that we can use with technology, and not just for WebAssign or Pearson MyLab or homework software, but for any software, really. A lot of the same shortcuts we've got here, the fraction bar, the exponent thing, the subscript thing, the square root commands, the logarithm commands, most programs and softwares like Excel, etc., use these sorts of characters. So it's good to hold on to make your life a little easier. Speaking of making your life easier, I am not going to pretend that there is technology out there that can't help you, because there are a lot of things that will make your life a lot better. And especially when it comes to complicated equations and complicated questions to answer. So a couple of big tools out there, Wolfram Alpha and Desmos. There's others, of course. There's paid services like Chegg as well. But I personally like what's free. That's me. And two big free software pieces that I use, both as a student and as a professor, are Wolfram Alpha and Desmos. Desmos is a little more user-friendly, less powerful. Wolfram is more powerful but less friendly. They have a paid version which is supposed to be more user-friendly, but again, I'm not paying for it. So let me demonstrate how you could use these tools to solve, for x, I guess, this exponential equation. Now, this one is not terribly complicated, right? The exponential has already been solved for. So what I would do next is I would take a logarithm to both sides. I imagine I do base e, because I've got an exponential base e, and then a little bit of algebra would follow after that. But if we don't have access to technology, that's what we'd have to do. But we do have access to technology, so let's do something else. I want to solve this equation. And by that, I mean I'm going to pull up Wolfram Alpha and ask it to solve it. So literally, I'm going to type in solve e to the power of, and I've got multiple things I've got in that exponent, right? 1 minus 2x, and that equals 3. I press enter, and that will bring up several things. Now, again, this is a very powerful piece of software, Wolfram Alpha, and it's power first, user friendliness second. So there's going to be a lot of things here that aren't really set up for casual observers. For instance, it first gives you the imaginary result, so sorry about that. It gives you this, the real solution. And actually, there's a bit of a problem here. We'll talk about that in a second. But if you want just the decimal approximation, there it is. And that's out to, I believe, 6 decimal places. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, the question is, what is this log? And that's something we'll get to. Spoilers, the way Desmos does it, I'm sorry, I just can't help it. The way Desmos does it, I'm sorry, what am I on? Wolfram. The way Wolfram does it is log for them is natural log. So they're backwards in that regard. But that is now the definite way of getting that. You can also use Desmos to do this. Now, Desmos is a graphing tool first. So the way I would do it for Desmos is first I would graph 1 minus 2x, and up comes this graph. And then I will graph as my second line, y equals 3, and I will see where they intersect. And they intersect at negative 0.049. That's out to 3 decimal places. Wolfram will give it to you to 6 decimal places. And if you need more precision than that, you will have to use this again. So again, 3 natural log, sorry about that, plus 1 over 2, and that is how you get the decimal expansion out to even more places. And these are free tools. They can help you do a lot of solving, and not just for logarithms either. Right? Desmos can graph anything. Wolfram Alpha, I'm not going to, well, sure, I'll pretend it can. Wolfram can solve anything, right? And Wolfram does more than just solve things. There's a lot of information out there for you to use. And I'm not going to pretend it's not there, and I want you to use it. So if you have any issue accessing or using technology, reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you with that as well. All right, so that's it for this part on how to use technology. We'll keep going in the next video.